The sun rises slowly, tinting the golden sand of a stunning beach with a soft, warm hue. The waves crash gently, creating a calm melody that fills the air. The peace of dawn feels almost magical, as if the universe has paused to observe what is about to unfold. Yet there is something in the atmosphere that betrays that this moment is far from simple. An invisible tension hangs over the beach, a sense that the balance is about to be disrupted. The perfect setting, untouched by the rush of the world, is merely the backdrop for an event that will challenge everything we know about beauty, power, and presence. Suddenly, a figure appears on the horizon, and the tranquility of the landscape takes a new direction. It's Ana de Armas, entering the scene with a magnetic presence that instantly draws attention. Her steps are slow but imposing, as if her every movement were orchestrated to capture the attention of everyone around her. The camera focuses on her silhouette, revealing only the back of her figure encased in a stunning swimsuit. The garment seems to dance in the breeze, and the sunlight reflects softly off the fabric, creating an almost ethereal glow. Ana isn't just walking. She's imposing herself on the scene, transforming the beach into a stage, and she, the star of the show. When beauty meets the perfect setting, the world can't look away. And when Ana de Armas decides to show up, the beach will never be the same. The narration's tone is soft, yet charged with seduction. Every word feels like a promise, a hint that something big is about to happen. The camera follows the details that transform the simple into the extraordinary. The soft movement of the fabric of her dress, the sun's reflection on the crystal-clear waters, Ana's hair gently waving as if dancing with the wind. The image is mesmerizing, and it's impossible not to be drawn in by the aura she exudes. But at the same time, there's a sense that Ana is challenging something deeper, something that goes beyond physical beauty, and touches the very core of those who observe her. As she approaches the sea, the beach around her seems to transform. The scene, once calm and serene, now pulses with a new, almost electric energy. The glances are irresistible, and the space seems to shrink as she advances with absolute confidence. Her every step is like a silent command, a manifestation of her presence that demands not applause, but rather a change in the environment. It's as if nature itself must bow before her, accepting that the balance that once seemed untouched is now being challenged. The power that emanates from Ana de Armas isn't just in her perfect body or her stunning swimsuit, but in the confidence she exudes, as if she knows the beach and the world are at her feet. The tension that begins to build in the scene isn't just aesthetic. It's a visceral sensation that makes the viewer wonder, what exactly is she about to do with this beach, with these gazes, with this power she wields? It's no longer about observing a beautiful woman on the beach. It's about witnessing the birth of a legend. And like every legend, there's something irreversible and inevitable about it. The question that arises is, how will the world react to this force of nature that has just made its entrance? The invitation has been extended, but it's not for everyone. Only those who have the courage to defy convention, to look beyond the obvious, will be able to understand what is about to be revealed. As Ana de Armas walks toward the sea, the energy around her becomes palpable, as if everything on the beach is waiting for her next move. The wind whispers through the palm trees, the waves seem to increase in volume, and even the sun, previously gentle, seems to shine more intensely, as if trying to illuminate every detail of her presence. People who were distracted by their daily activities, carefree and curious beachgoers, now cannot look away. Ana's every movement is an invitation, a promise of something that goes far beyond what meets the eye. She is not just a woman in a bathing suit. She's a force, an energy, a phenomenon that transforms everything around her. The gaze of everyone present is fixed on her. But it's not just her physical beauty that draws them in. There's something much deeper in the air. It's her self-confidence, her undeniable power to dominate the space around her. Every step she takes on the sand feels like a challenge to all those accustomed to settling for the ordinary. She doesn't enter the beach to be admired, but to be felt, to make those around her question their own existence and the conventions that limit them. The impact of her presence is more than visual. It's visceral, something that makes even the most impassive feel uncomfortable, for it's impossible to ignore the magnitude of what she represents. The stares in her direction are almost overwhelming. But Ana doesn't seem to notice or care. She walks with unshakable serenity, as if she knows exactly the effect she's having, as if she knows her presence is changing the course of the day. And yet, she continues forward toward the sea as if it were inevitable. The contrast between the tranquility of nature and the tension it generates is palpable. The beach, once tranquil and isolated, now seems like a stage, and she, the protagonist of a story no one dares tell. Her swimsuit, simple at first glance but incredibly imposing, reflects the scenery around her, defying any preconceived notion of what is appropriate, beautiful, or possible. She's not here to just be looked at, she's here to be felt. And she will change everything you think about what is truly beautiful. The words echo in the air with an almost tangible force, as if the universe were pausing so everyone could hear the clear message Ana de Armas is conveying without having to speak a single word. There's no room for doubt or insecurity here. Her confidence is absolute. Every glance fixed on her is tinged with a sense of unease, a feeling that something deep is being challenged. What's at stake is not just visual pleasure, but a deconstruction of the standards that shape what we understand as beauty and power. She's not a muse who inspires. She's a goddess who commands, who redefines what it means to be admired, respected, and desired. The tide begins to rise, the waves growing more intense as she approaches the water, as if responding to her call. The water reflects her image, but also distorts it, creating a sense that Ana de Armas is a figure that goes beyond the visible, beyond what can be touched or understood. She is both a reflection of perfection and a rupture with it, a representation of what happens when one breaks the mold of conventional beauty. It's no longer just about a perfect body or a pretty face. It's about the audacity to exist, to be whole and authentic, challenging the world to accept her or leave her alone. The sea now seems to reflect not only her image, but also the energy she transmits, as if nature itself were absorbing her strength. What once seemed a calm and peaceful landscape is now charged with an almost palpable tension. The beach, once so welcoming and full of possibilities, now seems to be waiting for something grand, something that will change everything. Ana de Armas is no longer a woman on the beach. She's the storm about to hit the world in a way no one expected, but which everyone will feel. And what remains is a silent question in the air: who will have the courage to continue watching as she redefines the meaning of beauty and power? Ana de Armas finally reaches the shore, the water gently lapping at her feet, as if the ocean were welcoming her into its embrace. The scene is mesmerizing. She, standing against the vastness of the ocean, completely at ease, as if she were part of the scenery itself. The contrast between the immensity of the sea and the strength of her presence creates the sense that she is more than just a woman in a bathing suit. She's the embodiment of power and confidence in their purest form. As the camera slowly rises, capturing her face with a steady, penetrating gaze, the tension that enveloped the beach finally reaches its peak. What happens when beauty becomes a reflection of strength? What do you see when you look at someone who isn't afraid to be who they truly are? What do you feel when confidence doesn't need permission to exist? Ana gazes at the horizon, her eyes fixed, as if gazing not just at the sea, but at the future. She doesn't care about the gazes that follow her. There's no doubt in her expression, no hesitation. She is the definition of confidence. In every line of her body, in every gentle movement, there's a clear message. Beauty is not something to be feared, nor something to be reduced to a societal ideal of perfection. It is something to be lived, to be embodied, to be broken and rebuilt in a new form with new meanings. Ana is not there to be desired or admired as a simple object of contemplation. She is there to challenge everything humanity knows about what it means to be beautiful and powerful. The sea now becomes a reflection of her confidence. The waves, once calm, become stronger as she walks deeper, as if the ocean is following her movement in a metaphorical embrace. She moves forward, her steps firm and determined, with the water beginning to rise to her thighs. The beach, which once just an ordinary place, now transforms into a sacred space. The whole world seems to have stopped to observe, but Ana de Armas is beyond that. She doesn't care about acceptance because she knows that what she is offering is something that goes far beyond the gaze of others. She is offering the freedom to be who she truly is. Will you continue to live by the rules of a world that tells you what to be? Or will you break free like Ana and create your own? The wind intensifies, but Ana doesn't move. She stands there, imposing, as the scenery around her seems to transform. The beach, the sea, even the sky adjust to align with her energy. Her every breath is a reminder that true beauty isn't about what's visible or easy to understand, but what's authentic and bold. She's proof that when you have the courage to be who you are, the world not only respects you but bows before your strength. Ana de Armas, with her unwavering presence and confidence, not only defies expectations, but shatters them with a simple glance. Looking at her, the viewer feels something shift within, a sense of silent revolt against the standards that impose limits, against the way society tries to define who we should be. And at the same time, there is a sense of liberation, that true strength comes from within, from the courage to allow oneself to be unique. What began as a simple day at the beach, with the entrance of a woman in a swimsuit, transforms into a moment of revelation, not only about Ana's beauty, but about our own ability to embrace our authenticity and break the chains of others' expectations. Ana is not just a woman on the beach. She's the embodiment of the power of being free, of being true, and of breaking free from everything that limits us. She shows us that true beauty is not measured by the gaze of others, but by the confidence to be who we are, regardless of what the world expects of us. And in the end, the question is no longer about what she represents, but about what it awakens in us. The need to challenge our own limitations and redefine what it means to be beautiful, to be strong, and to be free.